the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight, we're here with the OP Racing Grand National Series as they bring you the Brady Bunch 210 presented by David Booth. Thank you very much for being out here tonight with me. I am your host. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and in the booth with me is none other than Mr. David Booth as well. David, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing just fine, KR. Looking forward to this race and broadcasting it, or helping anyways.
Glad to have you along, and we are getting ready to roll through our starting lineup, I should say. Let's get right into this starting grid on the inside of row number 1 with a quick time of 47.288. is none other than the 88 of Gabe Butler. To his outside, that is the 6 of Cody Nagels. Row 2 will be the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. and Vicente Guerrero. Row 3, Zach Workman and Anthony English. Row number 4 will be Zach Fritch and Sean McCara. Row 5 will be Dave Hunt and Nate Warren.
Row 6 will be Eric Laurie. On the outside, Andy Brigante. Row number 7, Dana Stewart. Outside, Jeff Crosby Sr. Row number 8, J.D. Thomas with Dawson Wise. Row number 9, Steve Hoppett with Alex Green. Row number 10. And I think to wrap the rest of the lineup would be Buddy Willingham, Richard Sanchez, Andrew Schroeder, and Len McNeese.
And then your buddy David Overstreet in the 46 did not make the call to the grid, so we'll see if he can get out there as we get ready to go green flag racing for the first time here tonight. Ford Mustang down and away, and the green flag is out, and away we go.
looking to be exciting here with Gabe Butler there leading the charge on row 1, and with Jeff Crosby Jr. behind him, and Cody Nagels on the outside with Vincent Guerrero.
Anthony English washing up the track big time at 44. Keeps it out of the wall. Not sure if this was planned or what, but he is dropping to the back very quickly. Very light field here tonight. 22 cars on the speedway. David Overstreet in the 46 better start hustling, or else he is going to lose a lap, as the 88 of Gabe Butler makes his way through turns 3 and 4 for the race lead.
Sorry about that, KR. You know, it's kind of interesting. David Hunt is there trying out that third lane, but there's nobody there to help him.
As the field works its way once again through 1 and 2, our first lap is done and in the books. And I'll tell you what, David, these guys, very calm opening lap. We'll see what they have in store for us. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at our race info here for the Brady Bunch 210. Cody Nagels still our only repeat winner tonight. If you haven't been able to tell, we are in the B car for the NASCAR series of race cars. Our fuel run is about 11 to 13 laps, and we will have a stage at the halfway mark. That is lap 35. 2 fast repairs are available to the drivers. The 88 of Gabe Butler washes up the track. Looks like he is heading towards the tail end of this field after leading a few laps.
Well, it looks like so far it's an interesting, pretty calm race so far. It's like going on lap 3, lap 4, and no issues so far. That's pretty good.
So far, so good. Alex Green, last time around, turned the fastest lap of the race. We'll see if anyone else, the 60 Cody Nagels slices down to the inside. But we'll see if anyone can turn a better lap time, and they cannot that time around. Everyone really starting to settle in to the rhythm of this Brady Bunch 210 here at the iRacing Super Speedway. I do want to give a shout out to Ginger Parent. How you doing, Ginger? Ginger cheering for Dana Shepard. Glad to have you. Dan Parent here as well. How you doing, Dan? Guys, contact there with the 14. The 6 is going to go around. Collects 4 cars. 1 up and over. 1 dead. That is Eric Glory. He is dead. Roll the ambulance.
Boy, that was a nasty wreck. Number 6 there got turned, which started that whole chain of events there.
The yellow flag is out for the first time, and it looked like the 14 and the 6 got together going into the corner, and Eric Glory, wrong place, wrong time. Let's take a look here. Ooh, maybe a bit of net code. Saw a bit of a space there.
Yeah, it was
forward with Eric Glory. I'll tell you what, man, that was a hard hit for Eric Glory and Cody Nagels.
Agree with that. Yep. I was trying to watch it on the team view, but I couldn't quite tell if that was net code or he actually got turned.
Either way, it looks like the 6 is coming up at corner entry. So, wasn't an egregious net code, I'll give it that much, but did see a bit of a space there from one point of view. But this one, you can see he's definitely out of shape before he gets into the corner. The 6 is. Flex is 33, the 19, the 43 comes piling in. Really hard to slow these cars down. Dana Shepard getting a piece of this going very early. Let's go on aboard with the driver of the 43. Shepard trying to woe it down. Just nowhere to go for the 43. Tough break. A lot of cars caught up in this one. But David, onto pit road they are. Down and away. Fuel into the tanks, some tires. everybody hit pit road that time.
Yeah, it looks like Zach Fritz came out in first with the 88 behind him.
All right, so several cars. Eric Laurie had to burn a fast repair. A couple of them trying to hammer out the damage, but Zach Fritz winning the race off of pit road. So David, this is your first time in the booth, getting a little bit of a different point of view because normally you're out there on the speedway racing your guts out with your buddies. So so far, what do you think about being up here?
It is new, exciting, and different way of watching the race.
Well, I'll tell you what, glad to have you up here, man. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Oh, I plan on it.
You know what? Get you some popcorn and get a lot of butter on that popcorn, a lot of salt. We're here to clog the arteries.
Well, thank you, KR. And I do want to thank my sponsor for sponsoring this race, Brandy Bunch Dolls. Just want to call that out. Quick commercial there.
There you go. Lights go out on the Ford Mustang. The field going to stack up side by side, 2 by 2. Eric Laurie back on pit road. Laurie has lost a lap in the process on this, trying to get his car repaired. Thought he burned a fast repair, so I'm not sure how he's gone a lap down, but he has gone a lap down regardless. Oh, maybe he had to have a tow. I bet that's what.
Yeah, probably because I think his car was smoking really bad. So
Yeah. We were watching the replay while he was being towed back. There we go. All right. David Booth, I got to tell you, we have some new information coming to light. Dana Shepard needs a win because he got to celebrate his birthday tomorrow.
well, then I will vote for him to get the win tonight. Now, I could have said that if I would have been on the track because my birthday's Sunday, so.
Yeah, you got to win too.
That's it, exactly. But, you know, I was excited to be up here with you, KR.
Well, I'm glad you're spending your birthday race up here. Maybe we'll call Monday your birthday race. But Dana Shepard getting ready to fire off once again. Tucking in behind the 510 of Richard Sanchez as we get ready to go green flag racing. Ford Mustang down and away, and the green flag is out. We get back after it once again.
Ooh, somebody got really loose there. Number 2 got loose. Checked the whole field up. But it's still green though.
Yeah, we stay green, and you can see a big separation. Zach Rich in the 12, pulling away. We have a 5-car breakaway here. Sean McCara, Andy Brigante, Dave Hunt, and DJ Thomas have pulled away from the field. And then the 3 of Alex Green trying to close in this gap. Let's see if we can figure out what happened on this restart. Green flag comes out, everyone starts getting after it, and a lot of wheel spin, and you can see the 2 just getting ping pong back and forth. And then Alex Green in the 15 trying to catch it. Everybody checking up big time. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like number 12, either the number 2 kind of got a really good start, bumped, and then got hit, and then he checked up, and then the car behind him hit him and got number 2 loose. All
right, so we are watching now the race lead, the 71 of Sean McCara, 12 of Zach Fritch in second place. These 5 cars have gotten single file. The rest of the field trying to catch up to him. That field being led by Gabe Butler. In the 88, fastest lap of the race goes to the 54 of Dawson Wise. For the moment, Dawson joins me in the booth on Monday night, but Booth is in the booth tonight, so let's see how this all plays out.
Looks like we got David Hunt trying to go up, make an outside lane there. 20 went up there with them. I don't know if, well, it looks like he just dropped down, so realizing that second lane didn't have enough cars to really make a run.
Now Zach Fritch is up there. Zach Fritch in the 12 doesn't have any help there as well. Gabe Butler in the 88, fastest lap of the race last time around at a 44.32. And Gabe Butler really starting to close in on the back bumper of the 20 of DJ Thomas. And in fact, he has now got that draft. He is closing in very quickly.
Looks like they really have a good run there between the 3 of them. So these should be pretty close to catching that draft.
Yeah, he's within a second now, so he is well within closing range with the draft help. And in fact, he's probably going to have a good enough run here. He might make a move to the outside as the yellow flag is going to come out, and that is going to ruin that run as Jeff Crosby Jr. had just turned the fastest lap of the race at a 44.01. And I am not sure, but I believe Dawson Wise has had an issue here. See if we can figure out what happened. Dawson Wise, Eric Lorien, another one, Richard Sanchez. Several cars caught up in this one. Let's see if we can figure out where those started. 6 of Cody Nagels in front of Eric Laurie. Dawson goes into the corner. I might have backed that up a little too much.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it yet.
Oh, Eric Laurie in the 071. Big time wash up at corner entry and collect Dawson Wise.
That quarter entry is very tricky. We were talking about before the race started tonight. And if you don't hit that right the right way, it easily washes you up. And he might have actually touched the yellow there a little bit. If you hit that yellow at all, it will get you loose. That's just one of the things that drivers really have to watch here. Going into turn 3, going into turn 1, is making that cut in from the low lane.
So Dana Shepard in the 43 getting another piece of this one coming in late. Well, on the pit road, almost everybody who is out on the speedway has come down pit road. I do want to point out Andrew Schroeder in the 48 is behind the wall. Looks like his night is done early. Gabe Butler in the 88 came down pit road but did not hit his pit stall. Not sure what happened there, but the 88 did not come down pit, or did come down pit road but did not make it into his stall.
Yeah, it's currently showing Dave Hunt leads. Yeah, so Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Gabe did a drive-through there.
All right, well, we're going to stack back up once again. We're going to take a quick break. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, KR. Well, looks like we're still under caution. Lights are off, so we should be going to green this time with Dave Hunt leading the charge on the inside lane with Andy Bigante on the outside leading that row.
All right, well, the 13 of Andy Rigante on the outside. He's got some good help from the 12 of Zach Fritsch, who'll be restarting right behind him. DJ Thomas in the 20. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to have to look through my notes. I think this is DJ's first start here on Wednesday night.
Yeah, you're right. This is the first time that we've seen him out here on the track with us.
Good to see a new face out here. We'll keep a close eye on how he does as the green flag comes out and we get back into hard racing, working lap 16 of 70. Keep in mind we will go to stage break at the completion of lap 35. And so with that being said, right now they all should have one more stop for fuel. I don't think even with the help of cautions they can get there. It'll be close though. Gonna need a bunch of cautions. You might be able to get there, but I don't know. What do you think, David? We're 13 lap fuel run with 16 laps to go.
Oh, you most definitely will have to stop if we go green, obviously. But if we go caution, then that will give everybody a chance to get enough fuel to make it stay.
All right, well, side by side, the battle for the race lead. 13 of Brigante to the outside, the 53 of Hunt on the inside. On the back stretch. I'll tell you what, David, tell us a little bit about what it's like to go through these corners here at the iRacing Super Speedway.
Like I said, again, entry into the turn is what is the most critical part, because if you don't get that entry right, especially on the inside, but outside too, don't get that entry right, and you hit the yellow, that will get you loose. You can also wash up into the other lanes, which is common here. So entry is the most critical part of going through the turn. Oh, it looks like we just had a caution there. Dave Hunt turned, I think, to 17.
One car pointed backwards. That was a 131 and Steve Hoppett. So Hoppett gonna spin it around and get rolling. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Hoppett on the high side, the 53, the 71 make contact. And just when Steve Hoppett thought he was safe, someone found a way to get into him.
Yeah, I'm watching. But, you know, it looks like Dave just came up on the 71, caught Sean.
And that's how quick your fortunes can change. Go on board with the 53 of Dave Hunt. You see he just washes up, gets into Sean McCarron, Vicente Guerrero in the 14. You get a piece of it as well.
It's easy to do here. I have to admit, I have done it myself a few times.
All right, so the
Yeah,
field,
what is that? Is that the third caution?
I believe
so far?
so.
Yeah. We can expect, I hate to say this, but we can expect some more.
I think so.
Looks like we got the 33. Going to take the start. Oh, actually, no. They're coming in the pit to top off.
Like almost everyone coming down pit road, which let's be honest, U35, now we're even closer to making it to the end of a fuel run, or to the end of the stage without having to stop for fuel.
Yeah, so that's lap 20. Lap 20, and they said you're getting about 12, maybe 13 if you're have a really good draft. So that would put us at 33. That'd be about 2 to 3 laps short. And to get around this track, KR, you really do need you need to have enough fuel to get a lap around this track. So. I still think they're running 8.3 gallons tonight, so pretty sure they'll probably have to do maybe another quick stop.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's why we're up here in the booth tonight. We don't have to get the strategy right. We just gotta. We just gotta call it like we see it.
Being a driver like yourself, you kind of automatically start thinking strategy, you know.
Oh, you always gotta start thinking it, but I don't know. Knowing what the right call is, that's too hard for me.
You know, it's one of those things, us drivers, we have these layouts that gives us fuel calculators and stuff. So that really helps us a lot during the race. Because it tells you exactly when you're in the window to do a fuel stop. So I'm sure everybody's looking at that to see just how many laps they have, you know, to make it to stage.
All right, so the lights have gone out. Let's say 9 cars stayed out. The rest of them came down pit road to top off. And Andrew Schroeder out of the race along with David Overstreet. Everyone else still out there and on the lead lap. With that being said, David, there's some good drivers in this field, but you might see another first-time winner.
No, that's always a good chance with all the cars, right? Like you said, Zach is the only one that's have a repeat win, but everybody else has been new. And this track, it's always everybody has a chance if you're on the lead lap.
All right, well, let's take a moment and look at our point standings as they came into tonight's race. Cody Nagels with those 2 wins. Zach Fritsch, several other drivers with 1 win to their name. First driver in the points that does not have a win, that's Jeff Crosby Jr. As the pace car peels off, we're getting closer to the end of the stage, so let's take a look at our stage wins so far this season. Steve Karosik, multiple-time stage winner, as the green flag comes out. We get back after it. Jeff Crosby Jr. still looking for his first stage win of the season. We'll see if he can pick that one up here in just a handful of laps.
Yeah, it would be good. It would really be good to see if he stage win and actually come back and win it. But Cody Nagels, obviously was always a strong contender, and he's currently leading. So with Bubba Winningham come up beside him on second lane.
Oh, and Dave Hunt gets turned by Sean McCara.
Boy, Dave's not going to be happy. I can just hear the chat.
The yellow flag coming out before we could even get up to full speed. Now let's see what happened here. The 71 just gets into the 53. DJ Thomas, hard impact into the wall.
So is that the second time that Sean turned Dave? And he turned the first time? Yeah, I can just imagine the team chat right now.
All right, so we have Man Outdoors saying that he is enjoying Booth in the Booth. Tell you what, enjoying Booth in the Booth as well. And then Derek Donna wanted to know how Dana Shepard is doing. And right now, Dana has had a bit of an up and down night.
Currently in 11th, though. So that's not too bad.
Dana has survived a few incidents. So Dana's still in this one.
Like I said, if you're in the lead lap and you're middle to front, there's a good chance. It looks like got a bunch of people pitting though.
Yeah, and that would be the right time to pit because you for sure can make it to the end of the stage without having to come back down pit road. If we go green from here on out, it would be, you'd be right there at the edge of making it.
So it'd be 12. They're on lap 24. 12. That would be 36. If popping off. But again, remember, you have to make it all the way around, right?
Have to make it all the way back around.
Yeah, for points to count. So it's going to be close. We get another caution though, and they top off. You won't have to worry about it. Or even, just going down to pace speed, might have enough fuel to finish it. But I don't want to jinx them either.
Oh, I do. I jinx them all the time. I don't even have to try. It just happens. It's awesome.
Yeah, I know that. I know. I've been the victim of the broadcast curse. You mention something, next thing you know, you get in an accident. So. Not saying anything, KR, but
Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying. It
looks like we got Ante Vigante going to be taking taking the lead spot for this restart. Bubba Watson, that's running with checker flag tonight. He'll be starting second, first on the outside at the restart.
And the lights have come back on.
I wonder why they...
Now they go out. Maybe a bit of a mix-up on the starting lineup. Starting order, restart, whatever you want to call it. Something or another. Something happened. Had to have the lights back on. I'm going to get it sorted out now.
I was trying to listen to the chat to see if there was any talk about it, but no mention. So looks like the lights are out, so it should be coming to the restart here this time around.
All right, so here we go. The stage is coming to an end at the completion of lap 35. So, guys, let us know who you think is going to win the stage. And make sure you type it loudly because we are deaf. We have race cars in our ears all the time. I need you to be as loud as you can. Let me know who is going to win this stage. Andy Brigante in the 13 on the inside. Bubba Winningham on the outside for row number 1. Row 2, the 15 of Alex Green and the 12 of Zach Fritsch. There's Steve Hoppett and Dawson Wise for row number 3 on the restart. Ford Mustang down and away. It hits pit road, gets out of the way, and we're going to let that 13 take the green flag, and away we go once again. Bubba Winningham with not a great start. The outside lane going to stack up a little bit, and the 13 and the 15 going to pull away cleanly here, but even the 15 is struggling to get to the back bumper of Andy Brigante.
Yeah, that was unusual for Bubba there. It might I don't know. It's hard. I don't know why he delayed there. But Andy got a really good start and push from Alex Green, so that really helped that inside lane get going. But as you can see, it looks like the outside lanes are really starting to make a run. So they're starting to line up. So hopefully we'll see that outside lane come up. I vote on the 66.
Vote on the 66 for what?
To win stage.
To win the stage. Oh. Sorry, Bubba. Your night is done. This is the broadcaster's curse coming through. Hopefully his night's not done, but bold statement coming from someone up in the booth saying the 66 is going to win the stage. I, however, am not going to say anybody because the moment I do, they will turn around and crash. They don't get that luxury.
Maybe with being his teammate, maybe what I said, some luck will run up on him.
We'll find out.
He's getting an awesome push there by Zach Fritz, though. And Zach is very good at pushing, so especially with Andy Brigante behind him.
All right, so Zach Fritsch in the 12, pushing on the 66. He has cleared the second lane, but stays committed to the back bumper. Dawson Wise in the 54, starting to work his way forward. And in that third lane, that is the 88 of Gabe Butler. And Gabe Butler, well, he now has Dawson Wise trying to get up in front of him. Dawson Wise didn't commit to that move, and now is going to pay the penalties. He gets swallowed up. The 12 of Zach Fritsch and the 88 of Gabe Butler all make their moves, and we'll go down the backstretch.
Yeah, we actually had 4 lanes there for a little bit, which is easy to do on this track, but it's exciting that whenever we get the 4 lanes anywhere. Looks like Sean got pushed out there by the 14.
Gabe Butler in the 88, hugging that yellow line. Zach Critch in the 12, worked his way around. Now he drops down the inside lane. The 2 of Nate Warren and the 14 of Vicente Guerrero now have to try and figure out how they're going to get around the 12. Looks like Vicente's got it figured out. Vicente with some momentum going into turn number 3.
Wow, look at that run on line 3 there with DJ Thomas, which is new tonight, leading up their lane. But man, they had a heck of a run there. Looks like we got three lane, 3 wide, 3 deep.
DJ Thomas up along the high side there. Now he drops down to the middle. The 12 is Zach Critch. Staying tight to that yellow line. Nate Warren in the 2. Trying to push along the 12. Vicente Guerrero in the 14 pushing the 20. The stage is winding down.
Well, we've got 4 laps to go here. Coming to lap 32. Got a good battle there for the lead between DJ Thomas and Zach Fritz. That's a good battle right there.
Three wide, Dawson Wise in the 54, trying to make something happen in the 3rd lane. Zach Critch in the 12. Let's keep. Once again, we can look at our stage winners. We get closer to wrapping up this stage here tonight. DJ Thomas in the 20. Now out in front. The booth. In the booth. Here we go. This one's winding down.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my teammate Bubba. I don't know where he went to. Oh, there he is. I see him now. Looks like Dalton Wise there. Looks like you want to drop down and take the lead on the inside in front of DJ Thomas. Looks like Dawson might be playing a little bit of a blocking game there. So let's see how this plays out as we're getting close. Oh, here comes Vincent. Wow, what a run up that middle.
Or wide, the 12 of Zach Rich doesn't have anybody to help him. He is trying to hang tough as they close in on the 510 Vicente Guerrero. He is going to make a big move and drop down to the inside there. Great job, good heads up move by Richard Sanchez in the 510. Vicente Guerrero in the 14, now in the middle. The 88 of Gabe Butler down on the bottom. He slides up to the middle. Dawson Wise in the middle. Wow, they were all trying to make some moves right there.
Wow, this is going to be a fun finish here. 3 lanes going all pretty well linked up. So it's going to be interesting to see who pulls this out.
All right, here we go. Going to get the one more time around for the stage. 54 Dawson Wise down on the inside. Vicente Guerrero to his outside. Booth, why don't you take us on in?
All right, man, it's just going to be, oh, whoa. Looks like Gabe got there a little loose. And so that took a little bit off the Dawson Wise, and that gives Vincent Guerrero being pushed by Cody Negos. Uh-oh, there goes Zach Workman to the outside, being pushed by Zach Fritz. And it looks like he's going to drop down to the second lane, almost to the first lane. Coming to the finish here, Dawson Wise and Zachary Workman. So, Looks like Zach might have nudged it out there.
I think Zach Workman did nudge it out. It's gonna be hard to tell. That, from my point of view, it was too close for me to call, but we'll see.
Yeah, so the results are showing Zach Workman first, Dawson Wise second, Gabe Butler third, Vincent Guerrero fourth, Andy Bacante fifth, Zach Fritz sixth, Cody Nagel seventh, Dave Hunt, Sean McCarron, A.G. Thomas rounds out top 10.
All right, there you go.
Your race report is here.
Oh,
Dawson
okay.
is the winner of the stage.
Who?
Dawson.
Dawson.
The number 54.
How'd he win a stage? He's a broadcaster. He can't win a stage. That's cheating.
Yeah, you better tell him.
I'll tell
Better
him.
tell him when you speak to him.
So we stand
so.
corrected up here, or I stand corrected. I thought I saw Zach Workman there nudge that out.
Believe it or not, they actually tied. But Dawson, the 19 is telling him to go ahead.
Nice.
All right, there you go.
All right. Well, thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
You.
All right, Zach Fritz jumping up here for a moment, letting us know that the 54 Dawson Wise is our stage winner.
Yeah,
And-
it looks like it did update on the results. So
And I am curious, it seems like...
oh, he ran out of gas.
No, Dawson was waiting for the police car to catch up to him.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. That's what happens.
Everyone
when
else
you
came
speculate.
down pit road. Dawson had to wait for the pace car. And he missed pit lane because of it.
Yeah, it's,
Last time
yeah,
he
it's,
was on pit road was lap 20. Gabe Butler, last time on pit road was lap 24. So, did everyone else just get a penalty here? And I don't know. I didn't see all this. I know the 54 was waiting on the pace car.
hold on, I'm gonna drop down to the chat. Let me see what's going on.
Alrighty.
Okay, yeah, they're not really saying anything about it, but I'll be surprised if last time he pitted on 20, he still has enough fuel. But he had to pit.
I think he'll be alright. I think him and Gabe Butler, they know what's going on. We're gonna hit pit road. But I don't know. Here they come on the pit lane.
And that's going to have Dave Hunt take the lead spot. Be behind the pace car for the restart. Dave Hunt likes to do that, so that's one of his strategies on a stage. Is to get out there in front of all possible.
Alright, let's pull up our stage winner. That is the driver of the 54. Dawson, you got yours on, bud?
Yeah, I got you, KR.
I've been informed that you are our stage winner. Nice job, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun at the end. We gambled on fuel, me and Cody did, and it paid off. We all get stage points.
All right, well, nice job. Coming to pit road, what has happened there? Did everyone else pit before the pace car caught up to him? Did you miss pit road?
Yeah, I missed it because I was in front of the pace car. Thought I was going to get a black flag, so I just stayed out, went around another time, and it is what it is. I was going to go to the back anyway, so no harm, no foul there.
No harm, no foul. All right, that makes a lot of sense. So you elected not to come down pit road when pit road was open because of the pace car. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, man, nice job on winning the stage. Shout outs, thank yous that you'd like to give.
First off, huge shout out to my teammates, Cody, Vince, and DJ tonight. DJ Thomas in the 20. He's new on our team on Wednesdays, so gonna be running with those guys. We're all up front. It's been fun. Huge shout out to Gabe Butler right there, big time. He pushed me to that stage win. I could not have done it without the 88. So other than that, thanks to you guys up in the booth and Fritchie and them for running this.
All right, there you go. That is Dawson Wise, our stage winner here tonight. As we go back to Green Flag Racing. Dave Hunt in the 53 in the top spot. So that clears up a little bit of the confusion that we had. He was going to hit the back of pit road, or back of this pack anyways, so didn't worry too much about coming down pit road on the opening of pit lane.
Yeah, it looks like 53 and DJ Thomas back up there giving him a push. It does look like Sean McCara with the push from the Zadok trying to get the outside, but got a little tight there. Got him loose. Back had to drop back.
Hunt in the 53 comes off of turn number 4 with the race lead. Sean McCara in the 71 in the middle lane. He doesn't have any help. Here comes the 2 of Nate Warren to that back bumper. Andy Brigante in the 13, being shoved by the 15 of Alex Green. They go into the corner and they scatter just a little bit. They keep it in check. Everyone gathers it back in. Vicente Guerrero in the 14. Third car, or second car on the inside line as we go on board with the 84, Lynn McNeese. No one I haven't talked a lot about, but Lynn McNeese putting together a very solid day here.
He's a good driver. I've ran with Lynn. He's on our team on Wednesday night. He's a lot of fun to drive with, so good to see him have a good race.
84 always with a very iconic paint scheme. Speaking of paint schemes, Ginger Parrott here and Shepard in the top 10. Right now Shepard is 14. But a new paint scheme on that, and you know, now that Ginger mentions that, it really is quite obvious that's a new paint scheme tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of a interesting blue there color at the front. At least that's what I'm seeing, though. That's a nice paint scheme.
Yeah, the black, blue, and yellow, good color combination right there. Does look good, the 43. See if it can end up in victory lane. Who knows? New paint scheme, new sneakers. Could be all that the driver of the 43 needs to pit road, or pit victory lane for the first time this season.
He has a good chance at it. Well, looks like Sean's taking the lead on the inside lane there with Zach. Fritz getting a good push from the 19 to now take the lead in the second lane. See if they drop down. Yep, there they go. I thought they would. Got that inside lane making. Oh, wait, Zach just turned. Zach Fritz right there. Oh my God.
Andy Brigante on his roof, and his wheels to Jesus, doing what he can to skateboard down the racetrack. Now he lands it on all fours.
I can't tell who's smoking there.
All of them.
Oh, that's, yeah. There's somebody in front of him starts smoking. That's kind of interesting. Still can't tell.
All right, let's take another look here. 12 and the 19 make contact to begin with. And then, man, the 12 and the 13 hit, and 13 just goes airborne.
Okay, so it's a number 2 there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Zach was doing. Both of them. It looked like they just got into each other.
And the 13 just gets some big air.
Well, fortunately, you got 2 fast repairs, and I think that's his first. So.
All right, with that being said, we're going to take another break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
You wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The field is stacked up 2 by 2 as we get ready to go green flag racing once again. Dave Hunt, Sean McCara on the front row for this restart. Then it's Andy Brigante and Bubba Winningham. So we get ready to fire them off. Pace cars down and away. We're going to have 24 laps to go when the green flag comes out. And away we go once again. David, This race is in the final few laps. So now it's time to start getting after it if you're going to try and work your way forward.
Yeah, this is kind of, I mean, we still got some time yet. Well, we got 23 laps. So there's still a little bit of time, but to your point, really, if you want to be up there, you have to be up there. It's the time.
Dave Hunt in the 53 has Andy Brigante pushing on his back bumper. Those two race cars pulling ahead for the moment. The 71 and the 12 are going to try and work together in the outside lane to take over the race lead, but they got some work to do.
So Andy Brigante looks like he did use his fast repair. He had to. So he has a brand new car. I don't see any damage on Dave Hunt, so they should be able to run this strong. But again, the outside lane there, Sean McCarron and Zach Fritz. I don't know if he got a new car or not. I didn't ask him that during the break, but they have a good run.
Yellow flag going to come out once again. Dana Shepard, Lynn McNeese, Vicente Guerrero, all caught up in this one. Let's see what happened to bring out this yellow flag. 43 already out of shape there, so let's see if we can figure out what happened to cause this.
Yeah, it looks like he like you said, he got a little out of shape and came up into, I can't tell the number on the green car right there, but, 14. Okay, so came up into Vincent right there. Even though it's kind of interesting to see how that front end turned right really sharp there. That was interesting. It'd be interesting to see that from the cockpit there, see what happened to him.
Well, let's find out. Go on board with the 14.
Now, I was trying to watch Dana's wheel, and it did look like the wheel just turned right there a little bit.
Don't take much.
No, especially going through a turn and you're already getting bumped. All right, so the door banging, it doesn't take much to get them loose.
Don't take much at all. So on the pit road we go with 22 laps to go.
So they're still, everybody will top off. So for the most part, I can't see who stayed out. Everybody will top off, get full fuel, and that will require at least one more stop. Be interesting to see who takes tires. Looks like some of them are taking tires. Outside's wear here before the inside tires do so.
Steve Hoppett, Gabe Butler, Jeff Crosby Jr. all not making it into their pit stall. We'll see if they're going to come down this next time around. Hoppett tucked in behind the pace car. All right, Dave. So we now are one stop away from being done. When do you want to make that pit stop?
Well, like I said, we're lap 50, so you get 12 laps to gallons. That puts lap 62. So if you go back, you could probably, do maybe 58, 57, to see if some of them come down. But it's this track. They might run it out and wait for a caution, But if they were going to short pit, it'd probably be 57, 56, 57. That's my take on it.
All right, well, we're on lap 49, almost lap 50 now as they get ready to cross the start-finish line. So you're thinking this is going to be a short pit, about 7 laps or so before we see them on pit road if it stays green?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to do rough math here, you know, or quick math, if you will. So, like I said, see if 57, 58, if we go green, unless people are just going to run it out to see if there's a caution. If we get a caution, you know, anytime after 57, 58, then they'll give people enough fuel to make it to the end.
Yeah, we only do quick math. We don't do rough or good. We just do quick math.
Looks like Steve Hoppett found himself in a good spot here for this restart. But most of the people who've been running up front for the majority of the race are back up front again. So Steve Hoppett's our Australian buddy, is in a good position, taking the #1 spot for this restart.
Yeah, Steve Hoppett last on pit road on lap 44, so he did not come down pit road this time or under this yellow. Lights are out on the Ford Mustang. On the pit road, the Ford Mustang goes, and Steve Hobbit and Sean McCara find themselves stabbing the throttle and drag racing for turn #1. We now have 19 laps to go in this race. Keep in mind we will use two attempts at a green-white checkered should we need them.
Boy, that outside lane got a really good push, which got Sean McCara up to the lead in front of DJ Thomas. Dave Hunt, instead of dropping down there on that restart behind Sean, decided to stay out with Nate Warren pushing him.
Dave Hunt in the 53, looking like he is very bound and determined to win this race, as he has been a mainstay at the front of the field. Even when he gets shuffled to the back, he finds a way to work his way forward. Nate Warren in the 2, thought about dropping down to the inside. Now he does, and he is going to beat the 53 to the inside lane, and Nate Warren takes over the top spot.
Yeah, but don't count Dave yet. I can't tell, 19 come up behind him. No, Andy Picante. So they're running the same team, so I'm sure they're helping each other out tonight.
And the 53 and the 71 working together. Earlier they didn't work together so well. Looks like they still aren't on the same page, as they've had a few wiggles down this front stretch.
Yeah, Dave's pushing really hard, especially through the turn, so that's always an interesting place to push. You know?
And I am looking through our timesheet. Jeff Crosby Jr. still has the fastest lap of the race that he turned earlier tonight at a 44.01. And I'm pointing that out because as this race gets closer to the end, these guys are going to start pushing a little bit harder. And we might see a big run develop where someone turns a faster lap time, but a 44.01 still being our fastest lap of the race. That being turned by the driver of the 33, Jeff Crosby Jr.
So far, for this last half of the race, they're staying pretty you know, kind of cordial with 2 lanes. Nobody's really pushing real hard right now, so seems like everybody's minding their P's and Q's, but yet still racing hard, you know. But 2 lanes right now, so everybody's being cautious, looks like.
All right, the 12 is Zach Fritch, the 53 of Dave Hunt. Finding themselves in front of their respective lanes. Zach Fritch in the 12 down on the bottom.
Boy, KR, did you see that move that Zach Fritch made on Dave Hunt to get in that middle lane? That was tight, very quick.
Well, either way, Sean McCarron, the 71, and the 53 of Dave Hunt are still, I mean, each time these two get together, bumper to bumper, one of their cars is wiggling.
Yeah, it looks like the same thing's happening with Zach, so. It looks like it's both Chevys, maybe Zach's running Toyota. I don't know, but. With that rounded front end of Chevys, it can kind of get a little twirly there.
The 12 is Zach Fritch down on the inside. Oh, Sean McCarron, Dave Booth almost getting together once again. And that time it was at corner entry.
You mean Dave Hunt there?
Yes. What'd I say?
You said him and I were getting close there.
Well, you were. You just didn't know it.
Oh, okay. You know, they do a good job of staying hooked. If they could stay hooked up and both drop down to the inside, stay hooked up like that, you know, they could get a pretty good run. It looks like Nate got a little loose there on coming in and out through that turn. Wasn't able to keep it down right there.
All right, well, we are at 12 laps to go. What that means is you can make a pit stop now and make it to the end. And here comes Steve Hoppett. So Hoppett's peeling off. He's going to hit pit lane.
Yeah, we'll see how many actually do a short pit. Because they've been running pretty calm right now, so we'll see within the next 2 laps if anybody else comes down. If you're going to do it, right now is the time to do it if you're going to short pit.
Yeah, if you're going to short pit, at this point, you could hit pit road. And here comes the 71, the 12, the 2. And Nate Warren in trouble as he was hard on the brakes. That car broke loose on him. And he has smacked the wall and gone around.
Oh, that's going to hurt. That's one of those when you see that car hit that wall, kind of sends a little, you know, shock down your spine, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely felt that one. All right, so the 53 of Dave Hunt finds himself out in front. He is going to have to hit pit road here before it's all said and done.
Yep, here he goes.
So he wasted no time getting on the pit road, locks him up.
Oh, somebody else just hit the wall too. It's so hard to slow down. You're coming from 200 on a green flag. You come from 200 miles an hour. and you're having to slow that thing down to 65, you know, in a not even an eighth of a mile, you know, if that's a hard thing to do.
All right, so they have made their pit stops. Now there are just 2 drivers left who have not hit pit road. That is Vicente Guerrero in the 14 and the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. as Richard Sanchez pulls on to pit road. So Jeff Crosby Sr. in second place here right now, and Vicente Guerrero in that neon green True Value 14. Those 2 drivers still have to make their pit stop, but they're making their call right now to try and keep these cars a lap down, and they might see a caution flag come out before it's all said and done. And so they're kind of trying to wait for that to happen.
Yeah, so I'm showing Jeff Crosby Jr., Nate Warren, Steve Hoppett all lapped down. Actually, Alex Green went lap down, Zach Fritz, Bubba, Lynn McNeese are all showing a lap down right now. So we got 7 cars a lap down.
So Vicente and Crosby still out there continuing to run. 14 out in front. And everyone just ahead of him has already made pit stops. And here comes the 14 and the 15 on the pit road.
Yeah, so they chose to hit, relinquish the lead there. Probably a good call because lap 64, well, so that'll give them everybody should have enough fuel now for a good finish and possibly the 1 green-white checker, if not 2.
Zach Workman in the 19 in front of this field of everyone who has made pit stops. Guerrero and Crosby just now making their way off the pit road. They're going to get swallowed up by this pack that is already at full speed. We're down to 6 laps to go.
Oh, Sean.
And they are trouble.
Yeah, there's the caution.
Dave Hunt involved. Cody Nagels gets a piece of it. Sean McCara. Lynn McNeese rolling off a pit road before it's all said and done. Andy Regante is on the pit lane. Tough break for Andy Regante in the 13. Let's back this up and see what happened here. DJ Thomas involved. Man, Andy Regante took a couple hard hits.
That just looked like Sean washed up there a little bit.
Yeah, collect the 6 of Cody Nagels.
I don't know why he washed up though. Can't. Oh, yeah,
hard,
you know, it's
hard
okay.
Entry.
Yeah, he hit that. Like I said, you have to really watch that entry there, and when he hit the entry to turn, his right front hit that yellow line right on that entry, and that's what washed him up. That'll happen almost every time if you're not careful.
I'm never careful.
And believe me, I know firsthand. It's so easy on this track. Not hitting that corner right. You hit that yellow, same time you hit the corner, it'll push you out every single time. Or at least that's been my experience.
All right, so with that being said, onto pit road. 12 was Zach Pritch, who was caught up in that caution.
Looks like we had some people hit pit road. I was wondering why they did that. Unless it's maybe to fix some damage, but everybody has enough fuel, so not quite sure why some of them decided to come down and top off. Just speculating, maybe it was because they needed fast repairs or still, you know, to make it to the end. Don't know, just speculating.
Well, we can speculate away, but until that checkered flag falls, it's all a guessing game.
It is, especially from this position. Never know what's going to happen at this track.
No, I totally agree with that.
I lost track of the number of cautions that we've had so far.
At least 6.
Yeah, I was trying to count on both hands, and I think I lost track. You know, switching from one hand to the other hand.
All right, so with that all being said, Alyssa chiming in. How you doing, Alyssa? David Overstreet's been here for a while. David Overstreet's been cheering for you, David, the whole time. I don't know if you've known that, but he's been cheering for you in the booth more than he's been cheering for the drivers on the track.
And you know, we are teammates, so I like the support from the teammates, on and off track.
Lights do go out on the Ford Mustang. I believe I have fallen a little bit behind on letting y'all know who is what, where, and why. Right now, Andy Brigante is the first car not on the lead lap. Dave Hunt is behind the wall, along with DJ Thomas. Richard Sanchez, multiple laps down. He is back out on the speedway right now. Dana Shepard dropped out of the race on lap 49. Andrew Schroeder out of the race at lap 7. And David Overstreet never taking the green flag. That gives us, with that being said, 16 cars on the lead lap. And to win this race, all you have to do is be on the lead lap when the white flag comes out. And I am not 100% sure, but I think this is our first organic green-white checkered, meaning this is not one of our green-white checkered attempts, but it is a green-white checkered attempt.
Yeah, well, we got 2 laps, 3 laps, so if we don't get a caution, yeah, within a lap or 2, it'll go white.
All right, so here we go. Kevin Daniels cheering on Vigente. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you. Green flag is out. 2 laps to go. Out in front, the 14.
It's good to see Senior out there on the outside getting pushed by the 88. I'm sure people will be rooting for him to get up there and take a win.
How much was that strategy call played out for these 2 guys? Vicente Guerrero and Jeff Crosby Sr., they waited to come down pit road. They were the last 2 onto pit road. And then I guess in the midst of all that going down, the yellow flag came out, and here they are out in front.
One of those lucky situations. They called it right, and that put them in a position with now Jeff Crosby Sr. In the lead. I think is it the white flag?
Yeah, we're in the final lap. This is going to do it, guys. Final time around. No more laps to settle this out. Zach Workman in the 19. Out in front, Jeff Crosby Sr. trying to work his way there as well. But that outside lane has all the momentum with the 12 of Zach Fritsch. Fritsch gave Butler contact. Vicente going to go around. That wipes out everyone. It's a 4-wide drag race to the start-finish line. Workman has the advantage. Senior and Workman make contact, and at the line, it is going to be the 12 of Zach Fritsch.
Wow, man, what a finish. Oh, that was fun. I was kind of hoping all four would go across the line at the same time. That would have been fun to watch, but way to go, Zach. That makes him 3 wins on the season on Wednesday nights.
2. That's Zach Fritsch's second.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Cody.
I make that mistake all the time.
I guess my sheet over here, I must have got it wrong. On that, Cody Nagel's had 2 wins. So Zach now has 2, so he ties them. And since he was the points leader going into tonight, that's going to give him even more points to stay in that lead from points perspective.
As the 12 of Zach Fritsch starts celebrating his race win. Let's see about pulling the driver of the 12 up into the booth. Let's see how he feels about getting it done here tonight in first place. Zach Fritsch, you picked up your second win of the season. Nice job, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks. I didn't think it was going to come again so early with a back-to-back.
Well, it can happen. The sun does shine on a squirrel's acorn collection every once in a while.
I guess so. No, a huge credit to Sean there for the push. I mean, shoot, he helped me all that, that final lap there going 4 wide with them guys right up there. And fortunately, he got tagged right there, coming out of 3 in the final lap. And then it was just a drag race all the way, with those other 2 cars, Gabe and Senior and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. That was pretty fun. I was there for a minute. I didn't think I was going to get it. I thought for sure the outside lane was going to die on me, but I was able to hold it off.
Well, man, nice job on picking up your second win of the season. Shout outs, thank yous that you'd like to give?
Once again, a huge shout out to Sean McCare. Like I said, he pushed the hell out of me there to, 4 wide to get past everybody. Shout out to all these drivers racing tonight here. I race Super Speedway. We're still in a slump of all the drivers, but we showed a lot of good action tonight, with a lot of green flags that were happening, the 4 wide moves and stuff like that. There was, it was fun and it was exciting when it was going on. Everybody was having a blast with it. Shout out to you up in the booth. Shout out to David Booth for sponsoring this race, and he's up there in the booth with you. I hope KR didn't bite you too much, David Booth.
No, it was fun, man.
Zach, I paid him to say that.
So, then shout out to all the team that I was with. Our usual suspects in Team 3 on Wednesday nights. Shout out to them, and shout out to all the fans that were watching and stuff.
All right, man. Well, nice job on picking up the race win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that is Zach Fritsch, driver of the number 12, picking up win number 2 for him on the season. But now let's move on to the driver who brought it home in second place. And David, you have caught up with the 88 of Gabe Butler.
Hey, Gabe. Man, that was an exciting finish there. I was kind of hoping you guys would go 4 wide there across the line, but you got second. So way to go, man.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. It was pretty fun. We were 4 wide coming out of 4 there, and a little bit of net code between me and senior there that got him out of shape, and he in turn got into workman a little bit. And but I mean, overall it was fun. Good win by Fritchie there.
Yeah, it was a good race tonight. You guys really did a great job on the racing tonight. Not a lot of cautions, but good racing, good finish. And
Yeah,
good second.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, P2 here, I'll take that anytime. Good job in the booth too. No pun intended.
Well, thank you much.
All right, brother.
You got any call outs?
Yeah, I give a shout out to Eric. Me and Eric were just running together tonight, and of course, everybody for showing up, and you guys up in the booth. Can't wait to watch the broadcast and see what you guys had to say. And big shout out to the OP admins. They put up a lot and do a great job, so they're always appreciated.
Well, thanks, Gabe. Back to you, KR.
All right, that Gabe Butler bringing it home in second place. But now let's move on to our third place driver. And on the final step of the podium, still can't get a win while I'm here to watch him do it. That is the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr., Mr. Senior Crosby Jr., Senior Jeff, whatever, too many letters. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. How are you, KR?
And I'll tell you what, it's always a good time when we get to talk about you being on the podium. So nice job, man.
I tell you what, I thought I was in trouble at the beginning of the race. I had to use both my quick repairs right away, and as you saw, I just hung at the back and waited and got lucky on that last pit stop and got out there before the leaders passed us when we came out and got that yellow. We got lucky. Got lucky tonight.
Well, man, you got lucky for sure, but I'm more interested in the fact that this 15, your last pit stop, you were the last one on the pit road, and somehow everything, the way things played out, you end up at the front of the field because of that. So tell us that strategy call.
The only chance I had was to stretch it out as far as I could and hope for a caution, and it did. It worked. So I was kind of thinking I was going to jump in behind the leaders when they passed us when I came out of the pits, which I was fine with that. But when that caution came out, of course, I was excited.
All right, man. Well, nice job at bringing it home third place here tonight. That 15 looked like it was in trouble, like you said early on, but somehow good strategy calls, reading the race good, and you come away with the final step of the podium, man. Nice job. Shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
Well, of course, thank you. And was it David in there with you tonight? David Booth?
He is. He's right here.
Thank you guys for announcing the night. We really appreciate it. We always like going back and looking at it. And OP, of course, and everybody that was on my channel encouraging me to stick with it and keep going. It was a good time tonight.
Well, Senior, hey, just from one old guy to the other old guy on this track with a bunch of young guys, thanks for representing us well.
I'm trying, buddy. I'm learning from the young whippersnappers. I'm catching up, though, I think. It just takes me a little while.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Driver of the number 15, Jeff Crosby Sr., final step of the podium. Nice job, Jeff. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. Now let's go ahead and get into our final results on the top step of the podium. That was Zach Fritch. Gabe Butler second. Third goes to Jeff Crosby Jr. Or my bad, Jeff Crosby Sr. And man, we got to talk to all of those gentlemen. Fourth place, Steve Hoppett and Alex Green rounds out the top 5.
Cody Nagels 6, and Anthony English 7, Zach Workman was 8, Jeff Crosby Jr. was 9th, and rounding out the top 10 for tonight was Dawson Wise.
Bubba Winningham, Lynn McNeese, Vicente Guerrero, Eric Laurie, and Nate Warren finishing in 11th through 15th.
And we got Sean, Andy Brigante, Dave Hunt, Richard Sanchez, and DJ Thomas rounding out top 20.
21st goes to Dana Shepard, Andrew Schroeder in 22nd, and 23rd was David Overstreet, who did not make it to the green flag here tonight. So that is going to do it. David Booth, thank you very much for joining me here in the booth tonight. So Booth in the booth, tell me about your experience, bud.
Oh, this was fun. You know, I was kind of nervous coming into it. Didn't know how, but once we got going there, it was a blast. And I thank you for the opportunity. But I do want to race, so I'll be back at it on the track next week.
All right, well, you're welcome in the booth anytime. You're also welcome to be on the track at any time. So thank you very much for being here, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, guys, that is going to do it for us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Thank you very much for joining us. And until next time, y'all stay safe and have a good night.